Hi, I'm here at the Show Low Museum, and on today's program, we're going to learn a heap of history at the Heritage Fair. In history, there's all different kinds of history. There's your personal history, there's your family history, there's history of the town you live in, of the state you live in, even of the country of the United States that you live in. And history covers all kinds of things. Now, the book that I brought to share with you today is from the Little House on the Prairie books, and it's called Sugar Snow. Once upon a time, a little girl named Laura lived in the big woods of Wisconsin in a little house made of logs. History is always very important, and I thought for our craft today, we would make a history about you. There's all kinds of things that you can put in your very own history book. And to get started, you need some paper, white paper. You can use notebook paper if you have notebook paper. You can use the big, this is the 12 by 18 construction paper, or you could use 2 small pieces if you don't have great big construction paper. And I happened to just kind of rummage around back in the craft area at the library, and I found this little tiny 3-ring notebook. You can use that. Just something that you can put pictures in. Now, scrapbooking is really popular these days, and you might already have much better materials than I have here. So I'm just using pretty plain stuff that anybody would probably have around their house. If you're already a scrapbooker, I'm sure your pages will look much nicer than the ones I'm going to make. But, like I said, I'm just getting started here. So, other things that you need, photographs for different things that have happened in your life. You need scissors. A hole punch is good if you don't have a 3-ring notebook, if you're going to make one from construction paper. And paper fasteners, or some people call them brads. They're things that hold pages together. Or if you don't have brads, you could use ribbon or yarn or pipe cleaner, just something that goes through the holes in the pages and kind of holds it all together and makes it into a little notebook. Now, I got on the computer and I decided it would be fun to make a history of my job here at the library. So I made a little sign that says My Library History. Hi, I'm here with Mel out in front of the museum, and we're going to get a little information about the museum. Now, when can we come to visit this? This is a special event today, right?
Yes, this is a very special event. It's the Heritage Fair for the 3rd graders here in the Show Low district, and Heber has come today. The museum is normally open 11 to 3, Tuesday through Saturday, from the months of April through the end of October. During the winter time, we're open by appointment.
So you just call and then they can come and
give us a call at 532-7115.
Okay, and now when is your Heritage Fair? What month does that usually take place?
Normally our Heritage Fair happens in October, so we're in October right now. But I do have another one in the springtime for Blue Ridge schools.
Cool. Okay. Well, that'll give people great information. It's a really cool place. You should definitely come and check it out. There's just bursting with history. It's really cool. So you guys are making candles today for the Heritage Fair?
Yes. We have 280 kids, I think it is. And we'll have half of them this morning and half of them come later. And we divide them into groups of 10. We don't have quite 10. And then they go, there's 12 stations all around the museum.
Oh my gosh, and they all get to make a candle?
No. They do different things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Do different things.
Oh, that's really cool. I can't wait to see some of the other things.
Yeah. It's fun. It's a fun thing for the kids.
Okay, guys, hold up your candles. Woohoo! Very nice. You guys would make good pioneers. All right.
Yes, this made everything much easier. This was the modern technology of the 16th through 19th centuries, I think, as far as spinning the yarn. And it made things quite a bit easier because it pulls the yarn right directly onto the bobbin there. So that made things much easier.
So you don't have to keep winding it yourself. You can just keep going.
Right. And all you have to do then is move the yarn on this little hook, and then that puts it into a certain spot, and that way it doesn't get overloaded in one spot. It evens it out. So that makes things much easier then. And that's another little thing that makes the technology better, because it made things easier for people who had a lot of work they had to do in a short amount of time.
There was a lot of work involved with every part of their life.
Yes, every part of their lives, and I think we're demonstrating that here today. Everyone who's here is demonstrating how things used to be done and how much time and energy it took. So.
And the tricky part is if you break the yarn, you have to kind of get a new hunk and start over again. And I know that's kind of tricky if you don't know what you're doing. You obviously really, really know what you're doing.
Well, I have some very nicely prepared what we call roving here, and this has been commercially done, and so it makes it into a long string that's much easier to stretch out and twist.
That's true.
If you have to card it all into roll-logs, then you're stopping to pick up a new roll-log every 2 feet of yarn, I think. So this is much, much easier to do.
And now would the children take part in carding the wool?
Yes, the children would mostly do the carding, and the little girls often would do the spinning, and then Mom would do the weaving. But as soon as you were like 7 or 8, you had lots of work to do back then.
That's true. None of this sitting around playing Nintendo all day like they have now.
No Nintendo back then.